gestures are precise, the act elegant and refined, and there is a great deal of pressure not to make a mistake. Not only for me, but for both masters as well. This is the first time that Dosho has faced his tea master since becoming head of the Aikido world. Their teacher-student relationship no longer stands.
In ancient times, the samurai saw the tea ceremony as an important step to attaining Budo. The attention to detail is a part of a way of life that seeks excellence in even the most ordinary tasks. The concept of tea-drinking rituals began with Zen monks in Japan in the 13th century. Tea kept the monks alert through long meditations. In the 16th century, there grew up a new approach to tea called wabi, meaning simplicity and absence of ornament.
Besides wearing white socks, I had to bring a small purse containing a knife and several sheets of paper to receive the small almond cake and pick up its crumbs. The kit also includes a small fan to draw up symbolic boundaries between host and guest.
The samurai made the tea ceremony a spiritual discipline and an essential part of Budo. To this day, the ceremony has 4 precepts: peace, respect, purity, and tranquility. Sensei, Josette, and Guillermo leave Tokyo to pursue their pilgrimage to the Kumano Mountains, considered Japan's Holy Land, an area steeped in sacred meaning for the samurai and for O-Sensei. Along the way, they hope to visit one of O-Sensei's original disciples, the 10th Dan Hikitsushi Sensei, but they had been told he may be too ill to see them. Nevertheless, Josette is hoping that this pilgrimage to Aikido's spiritual roots will bring her closer to the true meaning of Budo. After an 8-hour stretch, Josette, Yamada Sensei, and Guillermo finally reach one of the most visited shrines in Japan, the Grand Shrine of Ise. This is their first stop on the way to the Kumano Mountains.
This is my second attempt at a Japanese ritual purification. After my intense experience with Saito Sensei, it's reassuring to have Yamada Sensei to help me through the ritual.
Since ancient times, pilgrims have purified body and mind by washing their hands and rinsing their mouth with the waters of the sacred Isuzu River.
Yamada Sensei explains that the Ise shrine is systematically disassembled and rebuilt every 20 years on 2 alternative sites. This ensures that the carpentry skills will continue to be passed down through the generations.
Okay. The car is coming. Oh, here it is.
Josette is offered a Daruma doll by Yamada Sensei. The Daruma is based on the legend of an Indian Buddhist monk known in China as Bodhidharma and in Japan as Daruma, who lost the use of his arms and legs after 9 years of sitting in meditation. The doll has a weighted bottom and rounded shape, and automatically regains its balance after being tipped over, representing persistence of spirit and recovery from misfortune. A symbol of good luck and protection in Japan, the Daruma doll is traditionally given at the start of a new venture.
To make a wish come true, Yamada Sensei tells me to paint its left eye black. At the end of my pilgrimage, if I am granted my wish, I should paint the second eye.
Josette and Yamada Sensei are on their way to Shingu to meet Hikitsushi Sensei, the old master of the Kumano Dojo, opened in 1952.
For summer, maybe one of the maybe fall kimono.
Yeah. What up you?
On our way from Ise to Shingu, we stop to find out if Hikitsushi Sensei is well enough to see us. The venerable sensei has been bedridden for the last year.
As they arrive at the Kumano Dojo, Josette and Yamada Sensei have little hope left of meeting with Hikitsushi Sensei. So they are amazed to learn that he is well enough to welcome them to his dojo.
Today, Sensei.
Like back home in Canada, bringing cut flowers when visiting an ill person is considered proper etiquette. I can't believe my luck. After all, I'm getting to meet one of the last of the original Aikido masters. Hikitsushi Sensei tells us that O-Sensei's spiritual devotion to nature led him to open the Aikido Dojo here in the Kumano Mountains.
Michio Hikitsushi was born near Shingu in 1923 and met O-Sensei at the age of 14. Although at the time only adults were permitted to train in Aikido, O-Sensei saw Hikitsushi's commitment and told him, "You were born to discover the spirit of Budo, so you must study Aikido." Hikitsushi Sensei received his 10th Dan in 1969. He is one of only 2 students granted such a high rank by O-Sensei.
As we go through the photos and books, Hikitsushi Sensei expresses what Aikido means to him. The prevailing message is one of peace and love. The students are stunned. Hikitsushi Sensei has not set foot in the dojo in more than 2 years, and here he is teaching. This is called freestyle, and it's usually done with multiple attackers. It's like a real combat situation. You have to be fluid, stay focused, and be inventive.
Yeah, your ankle.
Just step.
Yeah.
Spending time in the Kumano Mountains gives me the opportunity to reflect on why I am here and what am I trying to grasp. I can understand why O-Sensei and the samurai came here. The solitude of the mountains allows time and space to reflect on one's life and death.